Have you ever wondered if God is all-powerful? Why doesn't he just kill Satan? Why allow fallen angels and demons to keep roaming around, spreading evil, tempting humans, and causing so much pain? Wouldn't the world be better if they were destroyed immediately? This question has puzzled many people, but the answer is deeper than it first appears. Today, we are going to explore why God does not kill Satan or the fallen angels yet. And the truth might change the way you see life, free will, and God's ultimate plan. First, let's clear one thing. It is not that God cannot destroy Satan. He absolutely can. With a single word, God created the universe. With a single command, he could erase the devil and his angels. The question is not about God's ability. The real question is, why hasn't he done it yet? The answer is that everything God does follows a plan, not random reaction. Satan is still alive because his existence plays a role in the bigger story of creation, judgment, and redemption. The Bible makes it clear that Satan's end is already decided. Revelation chapter 20, verse 10 says that the devil will be thrown into the lake of fire, never to rise again. Matthew chapter 25, verse 41 adds that hell itself was prepared for the devil and his angels. In other words, their sentence has already been passed. Satan is like a criminal already convicted but waiting for the day of final sentencing. His destruction is not a matter of if, but a matter of when. But why wait? One of the main reasons is free will. Think about this: if God simply removed Satan the moment he rebelled, humanity would never fully understand the reality of choice. Love without choice is not real love, it is programming. By allowing Satan to tempt, deceive, and oppose, God gives humanity the opportunity to choose him freely. Look at the story of Job. Satan was allowed to test him, but Job's faith remained strong. That's the kind of loyalty that truly glorifies God. Without resistance, our faith would have no weight. Another way to understand this is through the image of a courtroom. Imagine the universe as a cosmic trial. God is the judge, Satan is the accuser, and humanity stands as the witness. In this courtroom, justice must be seen to be fair. If God destroyed Satan immediately, angels and humans could ask, was that really just? Did God silence the devil before he could be proven wrong? By allowing time, God demonstrates his justice before all creation. And when Satan is finally destroyed, no one will be able to claim that God acted unfairly. There is also something deeper. Even though Satan is God's enemy, he is not beyond God's control. He cannot go a single step beyond the limits God sets. In the book of Job, chapter 1, verse 12, Satan was permitted to test Job, but God gave him boundaries. Do not lay a finger on his life. This shows that Satan is not God's equal. He is a created being on a leash, and even his rebellion cannot escape God's sovereignty. In fact, God often flips Satan's evil into something that works out for good. Joseph told his brothers in Genesis chapter 50, verse 20, "You meant evil against me, but God meant it for good." The devil's schemes often end up serving God's greater purpose. But why allow him to keep tempting us? The answer is training. The Bible describes believers as soldiers of Christ, and a soldier who never trains, who never fights, is not prepared for war. Without an enemy, there is no battle. Without a battle, there is no victory. Through resisting temptation and standing firm in trials, believers develop endurance, humility, and deeper trust in God. If God removed Satan instantly, we would never learn the lessons of spiritual warfare. We would remain spiritually weak, untested, and unprepared for eternity. Now, let's look ahead. The Bible paints the picture of a final showdown. Revelation tells us that Satan's time is limited. The clock is ticking. One day, the devil will be stripped of all power, cast down, and destroyed forever. God has chosen not to rush this moment, because when it happens, it will serve as undeniable proof of his justice, his patience, and his supremacy before the entire universe. So why hasn't God killed Satan or the fallen angels yet? Because their destruction has an appointed time. Until then, they serve as a test of human loyalty, a contrast between good and evil, and even as unwilling instruments in God's larger plan. Their existence is temporary, their defeat is certain. The real question is not, Why hasn't God destroyed Satan yet? The real question is, when that final day comes, whose side will you be on?